Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of what if Naruto had the alpha stigma. And so we're gonna start this where we left off with them doing all the D-rank missions. And they get back and they ask Hiruzen, the third Hokage, for a better mission. In which Sasuke says that he needs a better mission to test his skills. In which Kakashi states, don't talk to the third Hokage like that. And the third Hokage says, what do you think, Naruto? Naruto says, I can go for a greater mission. He then said Sakura. She says if Sasuke would do it, I would do it. And so he gives them the Tazuna mission. So he brings in Tazuna. Tazuna looks and sees all of them and looks at Naruto and says he looks more capable out of these three brats. He looks the more capable of protecting him, and Kakashi. So the Hokage says, this is Tazuna, a bridge builder who you need to escort back to, I forgot what it's called. Back to his home to finish the bridge. As they said, okay, Tazuna don't say the same thing he did in Kenny. So Kakashi says, meet up at the gate tomorrow. Make sure you pack everything, and be ready in the morning. So they do that. They go home. They pack. And the next morning, they're up and they go to the gate and they wait for Kakashi. After a while, he gets there and they leave. Kakashi says we're going to be going at a civilian's pace because Tazuna is not a ninja. So they're walking. After a while of walking, they do come across the puddle. Now, Naruto being smarter in this one, he notices the puddle. So he already noticed something going on. And so he's on guard. So he does try to signal, the rest of his team. But the only ones picking up on this is Kakashi and Sasuke. And so both of them get on guard. But, Sakura does not pick this up. So Naruto pulls out a kunai out of his pouch. And so the Sasuke and Kakashi is, Jonin, so he don't really need one right now. So that's when the Demon Brothers come out the puddle, going straight for, Tazuna. But Naruto cuts one down and Sasuke cut another one down. And Sakura was shocked by this, so she got a little bit scared. Not noticing, this was happening. But, Naruto didn't kill his because, information gathering, but Sasuke killed his. So they interrogate the one that's still alive, and he coughs up all the information. And Naruto says, this is not a direct mission. This is possibly even higher. And Kakashi says, do you guys want to continue this mission or you want to go back? And they all say they want to continue. So they continue, already knowing about, Zabuza and Haku, and the one that hired them both being, what's his name? I always forget this nigga name. What is his name? Gato, yeah. With Gato hiring them. So they get to the water, they go over it, and they walking back again. This when the mist starts to roll in and Kakashi tells I want to duck, with Naruto ducking too, and him seeing Zabuza standing on his sword. Zabuza then looked down and said, sees Kakashi and the rest of the Team 7 and Tazuna. And Kakashi says, Zabuza, Momochi. One of the 7 swordsmen of the mist. Zabuza then said Kakashi Hazake, the copy ninja of the leaf. So they, start fighting like a cannon. And Zabuza does send the water clones toward Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. And, you know, Tazuna, Naruto takes his down easy. Sasuke has a lot of trouble with his, so Naruto rushes over and kills his and kills Sakura's. And also kills Tazuna's. With, Zabuza saying that kid has a lot of promise to Kakashi. As they're fighting, Kakashi actually gets serious a lot sooner in this one and uses his Sharingan as they're fighting. And they get to the point where they were in canon, doing the Dragon Jutsu, the Water Dragon Jutsu, in which Naruto actually copies the Jutsu with his Alpha Stigma. In which they all go away, they leave. After Kakashi somewhat beats, Zabuza, he's finna kill him. This one, Haku throws the Simbone, making it look like, he killed Zabuza, and he retrieves his body and leaves. Now, Kakashi, while still walking to Tazuna's house, tells Team 7 that Zabuza is still alive, that person wasn't really a real Anbu. Because, he already know he was Anbu before. He knows they don't pick up the body, they just leave it there after they kill it. So they get back to Tazuna's house, Tazuna's daughter is there, and his grandson come in, talk about they don't know nothing but lost, they don't know nothing like that. They're gonna die anyway. This when Naruto punches the kid on top of the head and tells him, a lot of them know stuff about lost except for her. Saying that Sasuke knows about loss, I know about loss, and well, Naruto, yeah, he knows about lost. He don't know what it's like to love someone. Just see, well, he do love the throw Kage as like grandpa, but he's never met his mother or father. He's never had that before, so he don't know that feeling. But he's had friends, and he do know what it's like to lose them, because that's what he thought he did one time. Basically, what it was like someone making a transformation jutsu, and it made it look like he killed one of his friends. So Naruto knows about that loss, and Naruto tells him that being a ninja always gonna have a loss. You're gonna lose someone in life. So get over it, kid. Kakashi got his whole team wiped, and Sasuke got his whole clan murked. The Haruno didn't lose anyone. So the kid does listen. He gets over it. And so Kakashi teaches Sasuke and Sakura the tree climbing. Naruto already know how to do it, so he just goes off into the forest and trains by himself. Now, whilst in the forest training, he picks up on someone's, chakra. It feels familiar, and then this when Haku comes out. And he associates this chakra with that person he saw last time. So he already knows that, Haku is the masked person. So they do talk like in canon, like if you have something precious, to protect, then you become stronger. Naruto has people, precious to protect, his, friends, and the third Hokage. So, oh, sorry if you hear me yawn or be sleepy. I am tired. So, this all happens. He gets back to, the house. And he sleeps. Now, he actually sleeps in. Well, he don't sleep in. He actually leaves a shadow clone, thinking that something wrong is going to happen to, the family. So, the thugs do show up trying to kill Tazuna's daughter and grandson. But they get taken down by Naruto. Shadow clone. Now on the bridge, just going somewhere to canon. Kakashi is fighting Zabuza, and Naruto's fighting Haku and actually winning until Sasuke comes in and Haku traps both of them in the ice mirrors, in which Naruto is dodging all of the attacks that Haku throws his way. But after a while, Sasuke does get hit, and this does somewhat, he is still alive, but this does take off Naruto a little bit. And then, they keep on trying, but then, Naruto actually loses balance a little bit, and he stumbles a little bit, and Haku was finna capitalize on this, but Sasuke jumps in the way and hits Sasuke with all those, sunbone, making him look like he died. In which this pushed Naruto over the edge enough for his alpha stigma to take over. In which he gets the glow in his eyes, and instead of it being just red, red with white, well, just the white, it don't have the red when he's not really using the power fully. Instead of just being a white, it's actually red with the orange stigma in it, in which you hear laughing. No, Naruto laughing, but this don't sound like Naruto's voice. It sounds more deeper as this start laughing, and then says, how good it is to finally be out again. What is my sister in there doing? Running that water over and over again. Says how good it is to be finally out again. As she says, I am a god. I create nothing. I save nothing. All I do is erase. As all the ice mirrors just be erased. As they see Naruto in the sky, orange, red and orange eyes. He put his hands to his eyes, and on his hands, get the orange stigmata. So the rest of the Gato's men come out saying, you did a good job, Tajina, and Zabuza and Haku, which they both are still alive. And Naruto said, looks at them, and then his eyes flare up a little bit, and a whole bunch of Gato's men just die. Naruto then just disappears, and he right in front of Gato, puts his hand out in front of him, and Gato's body just disintegrates. He then starts to massacre the rest of Gato's men, and everyone's just watching this in horror. This when Kakashi gets there, and Naruto trying to kill him, but then Naruto's voice, him moving his mouth, says, Kakashi, I need you to close my eyes because I can't close them myself. As Kakashi says, what? Naruto just says, do it, as he starts to choke Kakashi, but Kakashi, losing his breath slowly, he does close Naruto's eyes as Naruto falls over and unconscious. Now, Kakashi does convince Zabuza and Haku to actually come back to the Leaf Village instead of doing what they're doing now. They'll have a stable living, but they will be on probation for a little while for being enemy ninjas. But they will be okay, as they actually agree to this. Sasuke is taken, and he is actually, taking all the symbols out, and he's perfectly fine, and a lot more things happen. Now, the bridge is still called the Great Naruto Bridge, and Kakashi is actually wondering what those eyes are that he have. What is, his power? Because he knows that's not the nine-tail chakra. So, they get back to the village. They give the report on what happened. Naruto woke up along the way. So, they walk around the village. Konohamaru actually, with Naruto, but, he don't run off this time. But when they do turn the corner, he does bump into Kankuro. And when Kankuro picks him up, talking about he's going to punch him. This when Naruto stops him from doing that. He flares up his eyes. This scares Kankuro. And this definitely scares Shikaku, which does scare Gar a little bit because, Shikaku don't get scared of many things. And Gar's wondering who this kid is. This bloodlust that's coming off his eyes. This power is so drowning. So Kankuro puts down, Konohamaru, and they walk away. Gara then, goes in front of Kankuro and Tamari says, "Don't try anything with that kid. He is not normal. Even I am not on the same level he is." With just the stare, he put so much fear into the tail beast. No, they know that the tail beast is actually Shikaku, but they don't know, they ain't acquainted with it. So Kakashi tells them that it's the tuning exams that's coming up and he signed them up for it. And they say, okay, so they start training for it. Now, I'm going to actually do the tuning exam next part. I'm actually feel a little bit too tired to do it. Thanks for watching. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.